while back, my telescopic rod was broken, and it was no fault of the rod itself. That rod was actually really awesome, really cool, and it actually held up pretty well. It was probably my best saltwater rod for like lighter baits, and but it broke and I needed a new one. So I decided to get myself a bait casting one, and this thing here just came in, and honestly it looks awesome. It's amazing. 2.4 meters, that translates to 7 foot 10 inches, so it's almost an 8 foot rod. So get it extended here. It's a bait casting one, since I don't have a bait casting rod to put this reel on, and the reel's kind of cursed. I figured I'd just get a cheap little rod. It cost me about 15 bucks, and it's almost 8 feet long. It's fairly lightweight, but not terribly. It's so awkward to cast because it's a right-handed reel, but that worked. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to catch anything. I'm fishing here today because it was raining all night, and it was raining most of today, and yeah, I don't want to go to the river or any of these creeks because of all the mud. It's a lot of the places I fish, you can slip in really easy, and sometimes you just can't get back out. So I decided to come down here where it's all concrete and I don't have to worry about that. It's not the retrieve anymore that's awkward for me. It's the finessing and maybe the hook setting. But this rod is pretty nice so far. Just I'd like to hook into something and test it out. I think this rod actually made the reel work a little bit better. I was having a hard time casting it before. A little bit longer rod's actually helping it out some. See how far I can actually cast it. I think I could have gone farther than that, but that was pretty good without backlashing. Now this thing, out of all the telescopics I've had, I've never had one that was constructed this way. This thing is made like a regular rod. It's not made like a telescopic. It's made with regular eyelets, and they're bound on there with thread and epoxy the way you would do a regular high-end rod. And it's black and a kind of a cork colored foam. It's not actually cork, it's just a light colored foam. And yeah, this thing is pretty awesome so far. And I haven't actually really got a good test on it with a fish or a snag, but it's impressive so far. I really like it. So yeah, I went to Academy to look for a new ultralight reel, and they didn't have one that I liked, and so I ended up buying this 10-foot cane pole off the clearance rack for $1. I'm gonna throw a swim bait on it. Regular price was $12.99, so that's like 90% off. Oh, I got one. Oh, I had one. I think I got one. Oh, it's hard to set the hook on this thing. I think I just need to catch one and it would be worth the $2 I spent. They're biting it for sure. Well, yep. That's gonna be the tournament winner right there next week. There we go. That was a good cast. Oh, do I got him? I got one. Oh, he slipped off. I didn't exactly have the hook set because I was trying to bring in the line, so. Better. Yeah, it doesn't look like a quad. I've already lost 3, so if I wasn't doing this, we'd be even. Got him. I don't know. Is this a $2 fish? Is that fish worth $2?
Technically, bass are the most expensive fish out there.
Okay, well, I was gonna try to make 2 videos out of this, but I'm done using this thing already. So, I don't think that one little tiny fish is worth 1 video by itself. This is one of those instances where you get progressively worse at it the more you do it. You know, like most things you get better when you get used to it. This thing, I'm getting worse. Yeah, everywhere. Oh, bummer. You mean I have to follow the rules? I can actually get pretty good distance with this thing. Of course, when you get snagged, it acts like a slingshot. This thing really needs at least 1 more eyelet, man. Just 1. Well, now I know it was only $2. Well, this telescopic can hold up the snags at least. First cast already? Jumper?
Yeah. They hit the water.
Just got to kiss it. Okay, he's on. Nope, he was nibbling at it. Right when I was about to set the hook, he let it go. Okay. Got him. So awkward doing this with my non-dominant hand.
That's a chunky quad.
Chunky little quad, yeah. Choked it. Might have let him have it a little too long. All right. Well.
That was the,
he swam off.
that was a delicate release.
Yeah. He'll be all right.
Well, he darted up pretty damn good.
Yeah. It's always awkward, like talking to the camera when there's strangers around. They look at you like you're crazy.
Do it.
So, $2 was regular $12.99 for this thing. I guess he would, not exactly a cane pole, but it is. I didn't really look at it too much to see if it's actually got a name. But, I mean, I did catch 1 on it. I should have had like 4 on it, but I lost a couple. I don't like it. If you get snagged, there's no way to unsnag it. It doesn't have the backbone or the spring like something with eyelets would have. So, I think I'm going to just put eyelets on it and turn it into a spinning rod. And then, telescopic bait caster. I don't know if I would put it up against saltwater species like reds and, you know, big fish, but I think for bass fishing around here, it's perfectly fine. So, yeah, that cost me $15 for an 8-foot bait caster.